Kuzi family, Kuzi Talks family. Welcome to yet another episode. An episode where we're going to inspire the next person. And I know a lot of you are going to be inspired by this episode. Today I'm joined in by a young girl, a 16-year-old Ruvarashe Moyo. That's your surname, right? Yes. And we've got Mrs. Moyo as well here, Ruvarashe's mom. Welcome to Kuzi Talks.
Thank you.
Yes. Ruvarashe is learning at Queen Elizabeth Government School, which is located in Harare. And she's a science student. And Ruvarashe, the reason why you are here, you're going to tell us more about your science project or the projects that you've actually done before and how well you have excelled in this discipline.
So I've always been a person who have been passionate about solving the problems around us. Like in my community, we know that there are a lot of challenges from water shortages, energy crisis. So that always have given me the drive to work to bring solutions to human's current challenges. So the first project that I worked on was when I was in Form 2 in 2020. So I was creating a battery using bacteria from mud.
Wow.
So the main aim of this project was to solve the energy problem because there were electrical shortages in Zimbabwe at that time, and from most of the time there would be no electricity. So when I got home, I couldn't study at night, and actually it did affect my grades. So I needed to find a solution to this problem. And then so I exhibited my project at the Zimbabwe Science Fair, where I was chosen to be a Broadcom Masters delegate, and I was going to represent Zimbabwe in the US.
Okay, wait a minute. You're saying you did a project where you change mud into energy?
Yes, I was generating electricity from the bacteria in mud.
Wow. So did somebody hint you on it, or it just came through your mind and
So I was researching on the properties of soil, and then I found out that in soil there are bacteria, and then bacteria, due to the anaerobic respiration of bacteria, energy can be generated from the soil. So that's when I did that project.
Wow. Okay, so you were going to say you were supposed to go somewhere?
Yes, I was supposed to represent Zimbabwe in the US.
Okay, so you were selected to represent Zimbabwe. You were in Form 2 with that mud project. Okay, so go ahead. What were you supposed to do with that project?
So I was supposed to go and exhibit it in the US at the International Broadcom Masters Foundation that was held in the US. So we're just going to have to observe the ISEF finalists and then just learn more about STEM and the competition.
Okay, all right. In 2020, 2020, already there was COVID. So did you manage to travel, because there were negative effects that came along with COVID? And did you manage to travel? Did you manage to get your visas? Did you manage to exhibit what you had come up with?
Unfortunately, we couldn't go to the US. All the trips were cancelled. So the event was held virtually.
Oh, okay, you did it virtually.
Yes.
Did you get an award for that? Did you get something?
No, that was not like a competition. We're just going to exhibit and then just show our STEM interests to all the other people from all around the world.
Oh, wow. And how many were you, do you remember, like from Zimbabwe?
From Zimbabwe was the only one.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And worldwide, how many were you?
We were 24.
Thank you so much for representing Zimbabwe, and I know you did a great job. Okay, so after 2020, did you do any other project?
Yes. So in 2021, I did a project of making a super-capacitor using the bricks that we use to build our own houses.
Wow.
Because in bricks there is a lot of iron oxide. If we use that iron oxide, it can be used as a monomer that we can use to store electricity.
All right.
So I was taking P dot a polymer and then coat the brick with the P dot, and then after coating the brick, and then the brick would now store energy. So this project was mainly to solve the energy crisis in Zimbabwe. And also I was working on to replace the solar batteries, because we know that lithium ion batteries are relatively very expensive, and also lithium is currently being scarce in the world, and then it's making it very expensive for many people in Zimbabwe, making it very hard for people to use solar energy. So my project was to use bricks as the storage capacity, so that it would be cheap for everyone. Just imagine your house, and then we like the energy solar that we're generating from the sun, and then you're storing it in our bricks. That would be an additional expense, and everyone can have access to electricity. So that was the main aim with my project. With my project, I was selected to represent Zimbabwe in the Genius Olympiad. So the Genius Olympiad is the world's biggest environmental science competition for high school students. So at the Genius Olympiad, I won a bronze medal and was awarded a scholarship at the Rochester Institute of Technology in the USA.
Wow. So you'll be going there for your university?
Yes.
So mommy, her life is sorted already. You don't have to raise money for the tuition funds for university.
Yes.
You just have to raise pocket money.
Yes.
Which is a beautiful thing. And mommy, let me come to you. How do you feel about this? Already she's won like 2 very important significant things in her life based on the science projects that she's done. Have you ever wondered how she comes up with those? For me, that's crazy. How can you think of a brick to store energy? Have you really thought about it? And I think you're blessed to have such a daughter.
I'm so blessed. I'm happy. I don't know how God did it. I just see it as a blessing in the family.
Yes.
I always see doing things for one. She always reads. She always studies.
Yes.
Most of the time, she's on books.
Wow, she's a
I'm
bookworm.
Yeah, she's a bookworm.
Yeah, so I mean, studies consistently. If you study continuously, it will yield results. The results, will see them. Yeah. So all you students out there, if you don't read, if you don't study, we'll see the results. And if you do read, we'll also see the results. And with us here is Ruvarashe. She's done exceptionally well. And talking about the current situation right now, I know this is the reason why we're here right now at this talk show. Ruva, you've been selected once again. Tell us more about the selection and what it is. What is now your new project this 2022?
All right.
Yes.
So my project is titled Bricks, the Ultimate Solution to Zimbabwe's Clean Water Crisis.
Wow.
We know that in Zimbabwe, clean water is very hard to get. From the city council water that is supplied, we just see that the tap water has sewage in it if you just look at the color and everything. So my project was to first investigate the presence of SARS-CoV-2. SARS-CoV-2 is the virus that causes COVID-19, and then find a way to treat water, to purify the water. So the first time I did my project was when I was reading an article, and I found out that in sewage there might be the SARS-CoV-2 RNA present in it.
Okay.
Because SARS-CoV-2, the viral RNA that causes COVID-19, uses an enzyme called S2 as its cellular receptor. So it is actually found in the small intestines. So because it is found in the small intestines, it is later passed out as feces. So if it is passed out as feces in the sewage, probably SARS-CoV-2 RNA is present.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, like the tap water that is supplied in our homes you actually see the color and the smell. You actually see that this has sewage in it. So many people depend on that water. So does this mean that many people in Zimbabwe actually directly exposed to sewage through tap water? So the first thing I did was to first investigate the presence of SARS-CoV-2 RNA in sewage. So I tested and found out that actually in sewage there is there is the viral RNA.
Oh.
And then after testing it, I found out that there is a high viral load in the sewage. So my project was now to find a method to purify the water so that we can degrade all the viruses and all the contaminants that are in the tap water.
Yeah.
So my project, I'm using bricks because bricks contain metal oxides. For example, we have iron oxide in the brick, we have aluminium oxide, we have sodium oxide, we have potassium oxide. So if we combine them, they can form a photocatalyst, and using that photocatalyst, we can actually degrade the viruses and other biological contaminants in the water.
Wow.
So if we take the photocatalyst and then mix it with the water that we want to purify, and then irradiate with a light source,
Yes.
the biological contaminants such as viruses can actually be degraded. So this is the project that I am doing so that we can solve this problem, because not only COVID-19 but many people have been suffering from waterborne diseases.
Yes.
In Zimbabwe, we've seen a lot of cholera outbreaks and
Yeah.
people have succumbed to that.
Yeah.
So that's the problem that I'm solving this year. So
Wow.
I exhibited my project at the Zimbabwe Science Fair, and from
When was this?
So the Zimbabwe Science Fair was held from 24 to 26 February.
February. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So there were 60 finalists from all around the world. From all around Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Sorry. Yes.
All right.
From all around Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So I was selected to represent Zimbabwe at the ISEF. So ISEF is the world's biggest science competition,
Wow.
where high school students from all around the world come to exhibit their projects.
Wow.
So I'll be representing Zimbabwe at the ISEF. So this has been something that has been amazing to me. I'm so grateful for this opportunity because I've always dreamed to be an ISEF finalist.
Wow, and now you are. Well done, girl. Keep it up. Okay, so to the world, we've got a brilliant daughter here, a brilliant girl, 16 as she is, and she's got, big dreams. And now I'm going to start calling you Ruva Bricks because you love the bricks. You've studied the bricks and you're coming up with a solution for Africa, a solution for Zimbabwe, a solution for even the world, and you deserve this opportunity. You need to travel. Let's hear from the mom. Mother, Ruva is supposed to travel.
Yes.
I understand she's traveling to the States, to the United States,
Yes.
for this particular project, for this particular competition. This time it's a competition, it's not just an exhibition, right?
Yes,
So we want you to bring that medal. We want you to raise the flag of Zimbabwe high, and Zimbabwe is going to really assist you on this one. Mommy, we want Ruva to go. And the reason why you are here is mainly to try and raise the funds that Ruva needs for her to be able to go to the United States.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell us, what are the figures involved in this trip? And there are supposed to be visas. There are visas involved in this whole thing. When are the visas supposed to be applied? And when are they supposed to be out? And when is the competition? When is she supposed to travel?
She's supposed to travel from the 7th of May to the 13th.
Okay, 7th to the 13th of May.
Yes.
That's when she's supposed to travel.
Yes.
Yes.
She needs about 2.5 USD, which covers the accommodation, the visa, and the flight.
Okay, so you guys were told to raise 2,500 each student, right? And how many students are you from Zimbabwe?
We are 13 students.
Okay, so Zimbabwe has got 13 students that are going to represent our country in the United States of America, and each student is supposed to raise 2,500 to cater for all their needs whilst they are staying there from the 7th to the 13th of May. Yes, so they need 2,500 each. And guys, Ruvarashe is here together with her mom. The dad, I know he couldn't be here today, but he's here with us in the spirit. And we really want our daughter to go and represent Zimbabwe. And when are the visas supposed to be out?
So they're supposed to be out by 15 April.
15th of April. I mean, guys, can't we just do something to get Ruva to go? I mean, 15th of April is just a couple of days away from today, and we need her to go to the United States of America and exhibit everything. You know, she was deprived the first year she tried to go because of COVID. That was 2020. And she tried again. She was elected. The opportunity was there again, 2021, which was last year. And now this is a third opportunity and she's been elected again. So, I mean, 3 opportunities. We don't want her to miss this third opportunity. We really want her to go and do what God called her for. I feel this is a calling, and it's not just something that comes to any ordinary person. Yes. It's a calling, and I mean, Ruva, what do you have to say to people out there? Maybe you can even use your vernacular if you want to speak in Shona. Taurire vanhu what you want and what you're expecting. If you want the help, okay. Yes.
Intini mai varuva ndanchikukumbirawo kuti mwana wangu akatadza kuenda the past 2 years, saka this year arifana kuti ndanchikumbira kuti abatsirwe kuti agone kuenda this year. Ndanchikumbira kuti kana paine vanokwanisa kundibatsira she need the 2.5 kuti akwanise kuenda, so that hatimukanganisire dream yake. Mwana kana achiita zvimwe zvinhu anofanirwa kuzadzikiswa kuti aite zvinhu zvake muupenyu, afanirwa kusvika paanofanirwa kuita sei panofanirwa kusvika. Saka as parents takatrya but takaona kuti hatisi kuzvikwanisa tiri tega, saka we are coming to you Zimbabwe kuti dai matibatsirawo so that Ruva madreams ake azadziswe. Akangokura akadaro, she always be on mabooks ake, anoratidza kuti munhu anoda kuita zvinhu zvake. Saka ndachingokumbira kuti gore rino dai Mwari vabatsira kwanisa kuita zvaanofanira kuita.
Oh, great. Okay, so Ruva and her husband are simply appealing to you guys. Anybody who can give us a hand through Kuzi Talks, you can contact us on the numbers that are flighting at the bottom of the screen. We are definitely going to make sure Ruva and Babarua gets the money. Once you get the money, we don't want you to buy your stand.
No, we're not going to do that.
We don't want you to buy your car. We are definitely going to make a follow-up and make sure all the monies are going towards the 2.5. So, I mean, Zimbabweans, I know you can do it. Even the world out there, you can come through. We make sure every single cent goes towards the welfare and the trip that Ruva is supposed to go on the 7th of May, and the visas are supposed to be out by the 15th, which is very soon. We are left with a very few days to come, and I mean, my heart bleeds when I see such brilliant girls, such brilliant students, even the boys, failing to really reach the level that they're supposed to reach just because of financial constraints. We know most people were affected negatively by the COVID-19, which came through. And most parents, for example, Ruva, the reason why she and her husband probably are failing to raise that kind of amount is because COVID came through and there were lockdowns. People couldn't really work. We couldn't really go out there and do A, B, C, D. Some of us were, retrenched from work, and there isn't enough money going round, and the world was crumbled. And right now this is the only opportunity Ruva has got, and I know she's got big dreams, and we are going to make her dream come true through you guys. And I know you can make it. Together here we can make it. Help Ruva realize her dream. Ruva, if that money is raised, how would you feel about it?
I'll be so grateful and so excited, and I'll channel my best efforts to improve my presentation and exhibit my project for, so that I represent Zimbabwe in a great way.
Wow, beautiful. And on the other flip side, how would you feel if the trip fails because you fail to raise that amount?
So if the trip fails, I'll be just disappointed in a way, but we just try to come up with better ways, and then we just have to participate virtually in the competition. But I really want to go to the USA.
No, you will go. You will go. I've got that confidence that you're actually going to go. So guys, how about if we do like 20 people raising 125, or something like that, or we have 25 people raising $100 each, or we have one person who's just gonna take, a company can actually come through for students like Ruva and make these students realize their dreams. Like we are saying at around Zimbabwe, we've got 13 students who have the same opportunity right now. And won't it be a good thing for Zimbabwe to just help one child? For example, we've got Ruva here right now. If we manage to take her to the US for that exhibition, won't it be a beautiful thing? Just make a change for someone, impart goodness in someone. And this is why Kuzi Talks is here, to inspire and to touch someone's life. Thank you so much, Ruva, and all the best. I am definitely going to make a follow-up. Mommy, I'm going to definitely make a follow-up. If anything comes through, we are going to come collect you as the mother. If Ruva is free, we can also go together, go and collect whatever amount that someone has donated towards this cause, and everything will be transparent. We are going to collect whatever will be raised. We'll let you know. We'll go together. If you're free, we'll go together, put a list of the people that would have contributed to this whole thing, and we can even publish it to you, the world again, the people that we've talked to right now. We can even present it to you guys and let you know the amount that we have raised, or even the balance that will be left at that time. But we are hoping by the 15th of April, the visa money and all this accommodation and all the well-being amount should be raised by the 15th of April. So we are really appealing to you guys. I know together we can make it, we can do it. Every dollar counts, and we are going to change Ruva's life as well as my Ruva's life. My Ruva, how many siblings does Ruva have? Does she have a sister, a brother? How many children do you have?
I've got 3 children.
Yes.
Kudakwasha is the firstborn, then Ruvarashe and Ruvarashe.
Okay, all right. And is Kuda an A student? She. It's a she. She. Okay. Kuda, is she a straight A student like Ruva?
Oh, no.
all children come in different versions,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So Kuda, maybe she's got her own talent, which is not the science department, the science version of
She wants to be a
Ruva.
social worker.
She's going to be a social worker. Yes, so she's going to do it. And the other one,
He wants to be a doctor.
a doctor.
Yeah.
Is he younger than Ruva?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in grade 5.
Oh, nice. So we are going to also watch on those kids and see how they're doing, And we believe Ruva is going to go to the US.
Yes.
And trust me, God is there. God hears our prayers. God has a perfect time for everything. Yes, you might have failed 2020. 2021, you might have failed to go, but this year we are praying for a miracle, and we know God is faithful to us.
Amen.
Yes, and thank you so much for coming. So whatever is going to come through, we'll definitely let you know, and we'll let the world know about Ruva's journey. And if you manage to go, we also want that journey to come back to us. Let us know what is going on in the US, and let us know when you're back. And so would have done our part. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes. So there you have it, Kuzi Talks family. We are trying to reach out, and this was an educational, inspirational talk with Ruva and Mrs. Moyo. We want to change Ruva's life, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us here. We're looking forward to another episode. Thank you.